Sandy's in charge, a real hard case, with a clipboard and a fierce look on her face. Godfrey's the assistant, slow on his feet. Mike fixes things while Jen's so sweet. Welcome to McCreepys, where the fries are hot, but the vibe's a little off. The crew's always caught. From grills to fryers, they work with care, but watch out, it's not your usual fare.
Chapter 11. Inspection Day. The fluorescent lights in McCreepy's break room flickered ominously as the crew gathered, some still rubbing sleep from their eyes. Sandy stood in the middle of the room, clipboard in hand, her face a mask of unwavering determination. Today was the day. The BSV. All right, listen up. Turtle doves, she barked, pacing back and forth like a battle-hardened general. We've done a lot to prepare for this moment, and I expect perfection. This ain't just another day. We're fighting for our lives. Mike leaned against the counter, smirking. A bit dramatic, don't you think? Sandy shot him a glare so sharp it could cut through steel. No, Mike. This visit could dictate the future of McCreepys. Now, we got one chance, one opportunity, Sandy continued. Now, the inspector coming in today is Steve Hiller. He's corporate's best, a real stickler for the rules. She flipped the clipboard around to reveal a blurry printout of a tall man wearing a black suit. Before anyone could ask further questions, the break room door slammed open. Godfrey stumbled in, panting. He's here. Instant panic. Everyone scattered like cockroaches, darting into their positions. Jen rushed to the register. Mike grabbed a mop he had no intention of using, and Godfrey stationed himself by the bagging area, forcing a half-hearted grin. The door swung open, and in strode Steve Hiller. His footsteps echoed, his gaze sharp as he surveyed the restaurant. Sandy rushed forward with a McCreepy smile plastered across her face. "Welcome to Earth. I mean McCreepys, Mr. Hiller. We are honored by your—" "I'll order food first," Steve interrupted, his voice deep and unreadable. Jen straightened her posture, offering her most charming smile. "Welcome. What can I get for you?" Steve narrowed his eyes. "A Big McCrap meal. Large. No pickles." Godfrey, hands trembling, bagged the order and passed it to Steve. The inspector took it, turned to Sandy, and said flatly, "Godfrey didn't give me a McCreepy smile. Points deducted." Godfrey's soul left his body. Sandy grit her teeth but maintained composure. "Understood, sir." Steve pushed a button on his corporate X-ray glasses. The lenses glowed ominously as he scanned the kitchen equipment. He peered into the shake machine. The X-ray vision revealed a corpse inside. He nodded approvingly. "Excellent. Exactly how corporate McCreepys wants it." He turned his gaze to the fryer. The ghostly face of a former employee twisted inside the bubbling oil. Steve smiled beneath his mask. "Good. The hauntings are still active." Next, he inspected the men's restroom. He paused, analyzing the gaping hole in the wall that sucked air into a mysterious abyss. "Interesting," Steve murmured. "A haunted void actively claiming customers." He turned to Sandy. "Corporate will be pleased." Sandy exhaled in relief. Moments later, she sat across from Steve in the office, his clipboard before him. "Congratulations, Miss Sandy," he said, his expression unreadable. "Your McCreepy's location has passed the inspection." Sandy's eyes gleamed. "There is one issue," Steve added. "Godfrey needs to improve his McCreepy smile." Sandy waved a hand dismissively. "I'll handle it." A silence settled between them. "Sandy, still riding the high of victory, leaned forward. "Say, Steve, are you married?" Steve hesitated. "Yes." "What's her name?" Steve's hands clenched into fists. "Jasmine." Sandy grinned. "Jasmine. What a nice name." The room fell silent. Steve's face darkened. His voice dropped to a growl. "Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth." With blinding speed, Steve lunged forward, flipping the desk as he screamed. "You're fired." Sandy ducked just in time as Steve stormed out. Minutes later, the crew gathered outside the office. Sandy emerged, looking shell-shocked. "Guys," she said, voice hollow, "I've been fired." The room fell silent. Mike's jaw dropped. "No way." Jen gasped. "They fired you?" Godfrey, still haunted by his earlier failure, just whistled. Sandy looked around at her crew, her dysfunctional family. Without a word, she turned and walked out.
"I've known you all my life, at least that's how it seems. Never known another way, living out on a dream. And now I know you're leaving me, and I'll never understand. Before I let you walk away, I have one last demand. Tell me a lie and say that you won't go. Look in my eyes and hold me even though I realize you had to walk away. No more yesterday.
The crew eventually filed out into the parking lot. Mike and Jen hopped onto electric scooters and buzzed off into the darkness. Godfrey, sighing, gave Justin a ride home in his rusty truck. And then out of nowhere, a random new hire named Kevin appeared, backing up his car. "All right, see you guys tomorrow." Kevin backed off a cliff and perished.